Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. We got the hero and his father, I guess we can say it this way, Mr. Bridger Walker himself. We are in Germany. For you guys that are watching this, have some context. I met Bridger Walker. He was a lot smaller than this. He's growing up to be a fine young man, and with a lot of experience. He's been traveling around the world quite a bit. Have you?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
You were awarded the bravest man on earth. How you like that?
It's cool, and because of it, I'm able to travel around the world with my dad. Mostly my dad, sometimes my mom.
And your sister, right?
Yeah, this year my sister, and it's cool.
So you became very famous because of your courage. You were able to protect your sister from the attack of a dog that wanted to hurt her. And can you tell us a little bit more about that story? Do you want to talk about it?
I think most of it, most people already know.
Okay.
Dad, do you really know anything that hasn't really?
Not just the story in general. You protected your sister, was basically the center of it, right?
Yeah, you can share the story that's been told.
Yeah.
So, I went over to my friend's house, like right after COVID, and they got a new shelter dog. So we went into the backyard to jump on their trampoline, and then the daughter of the parents said, "This is the nice dog, and this one over here is the mean dog." And then the mean dog turned around and ran at her, so I stepped in front, and the dog bit me, and then I told her to run. And
Wow.
when we were in the hospital after, my dad asked me, why didn't you just run? And I said, if somebody had to die, I felt like it should be me.
Oh my God, when I hear that, it's like amazing. This kid is something else. And wow, congratulations. I mean, I'm so proud to be your friend, to be honest with you, just to hear that. You know, I live among heroes, and we both love the WBC brand. We work literally with WBC in different capacities, but I mean, we all love you. An entire boxing division was created under your name, the new Bridger weight division, and your story is amazing. We love it, we respect it. It just happens to be that I also have a hero, and my hero is in a different form. He's not a human like you. He's not a boy, but also he's very brave. And you know his name?
Cyborg.
Athos.
Athos, yeah.
The father of Cyborg, correct. And so we met in Acapulco, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were with Athos. What was your impression about you and Athos?
He was big, about this tall.
Okay, I guess when you were little, you were that tall. He's a little bit less now, okay?
He is strong, and
For an old dog, he's very strong, yeah. He was about 9 when you saw him the first time. Yeah.
and he was really good around kids because there was a lot of kids in that Acapulco year.
That's correct. We went to an orphanage, remember?
Yeah, and he was really good around those kids.
Let me ask you a question. Do you knew that he was a hero?
Yeah.
Okay, that he protected his home no matter what. You have a daughter of Athos, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Does his daughter remind you a lot of Athos, like she's a protector of the house? How's your relationship with Cyborg?
It's really good. She waits staring out the window whenever I'm at school or away. She stares out the window waiting for me to come home.
Ooh, that's some level of loyalty there. She just stayed, just waiting for you, like her whole purpose of existence is around you. Literally, right? She sleeps with you.
Yeah.
How she make you feel?
She makes me feel really loved, and she cares about me, and she follows me around the house
Wow.
where I go.
Within the house, she follows you around. Bravo. That's a good thing. She said like 24/7 security, following you around the house.
There was one time, about a year ago, there were a lot of school shootings and things going on, and Bridger was really scared to go to school.
Oh,
And we were
really?
talking to him a lot about what would make you feel safer to go to school, and he asked, "Can I take Cyborg with me? If I could take Cyborg to school with me, I know I'd be okay." So that was the comfort item that he was asking to have
Wow.
with him.
You are really connected with Cyborg, huh? She's a good puppy.
Yeah.
And so he took her to school or went to the bus?
We talked to the school, and we really couldn't come up with a way for him to have a dog with him in school
All the time,
day.
yeah.
But that was the one thing that he knew
That will
if
protect-
he could have with him,
protect
that he
him.
would feel safe.
Yeah. You mentioned that there was a dog that was a little bit aggressive that came to your yard, and he didn't have any permission to come to the yard. And you think if that particular other dog, not the German Shepherd mix, but another dog, if that dog will try to hurt you, think she'll defend you?
Yeah.
You had that confidence. I can see it on your smile. I can see it on your smile that you had the confidence that she's willing to protect you. How does it feel? You a hero, and you have a puppy that you know that she's willing to be a hero for you. How does that feel? I can just imagine.
It feels really cool that I can be that, and I feel really safe around her, and I'm just able to feel like peace.
Wow. You are such a young man with such powerful words and feelings. It's just amazing. I mean, you're living a life that is very, I would say, full of high-level experiences. So let me ask you this question. You have other dogs, right, in the house. How you compare, and we're not trying to, look down on the other dogs, but in terms of her behavior and how she is around people, how is these dogs, they are like Labradoodles or something like that? How these Cyborg, Cyborg, the puppy, compares to, she was named after Chris Cyborg, by the way, guys, if you haven't figured it out yet. He wanted to name her Cyborg after Chris Cyborg, right? You like Chris Cyborg a lot. Hello, Chris, if you're watching this video. So how compares their behavior, like, how they're different, I guess, or just the same?
So, Cyborg is a lot more like, she used to be really active, but she used to be like a little bit more crazy and
As a puppy?
yeah, and running around the house and stuff, but she's mellowed out a lot, and I think she's my mom's and my dad's favorite dog in the house.
Really? Is your favorite dog?
She's my favorite too.
Yeah. What about you, Robert? Is she your favorite dog?
She is. She's the most obedient. She seems to be the fastest learner. She's the smartest. A little bit stubborn, but
That's how dogs should be, though.
yeah, never malicious. Just she is who she is. She's confident,
Very confident, I bet, eh?
Yeah.
and
The thing that I love about her is that she's oh, I'm gonna put me on video now.
Okay, I'm
She's-
sorry.
That's okay. She's really personable. She loves people, and so I don't have to worry about how she's going to interact when people come over. I know that she's going to love them, and they're going to love her.
So she has no aggression towards
She has
people?
no aggression at all.
At all.
Because our other dog that's still a puppy that we just recently got, whenever a new person that she hasn't seen before, even some people that she has seen before, because sometimes I'll walk into the room and she always barks no matter what. She starts barking at them.
Aggressively.
Yeah, she barks at
She
me.
growls. If she's downstairs with Johnny, she's very protective of Johnny. And if you just come down the stairs, she'll start growling.
Even at you guys.
Yes.
Even at us.
Oof, that's not good.
Uh-uh.
That's not good because she's already inside the house. But let me ask you a
And
question.
she's still just a puppy. She's
She is.
she's going
She's
through the
learning.
puppy
Let's see how she
stage.
develops. She's probably
developing.
yeah. So let me ask you a question. Cyborg, the puppy, is she really nice to all your siblings?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's very nice to everybody in the house. Okay. Do you think if another dog comes inside and try to hurt the other two dogs, will she protect them as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because she's also really sweet because if my little brother, he's 5, and he sometimes will go up to her and start hanging on her back and following on her and leaping at her, and she's never ever growled at him aggressively or barked at him. She just walks away or enjoys that he's trying to be around her.
Wow. I like the word he mentioned, that she enjoys people. That's pretty cool. That's the way they're supposed to be. The real American Pit Bull Terrier. They got the real genetics selection, and your father and I were talking about the special word of development. You guys develop her. You took a great dog with great genetics, but you guys are great people, so develop her to be a super pet. So I'm very happy to know that you feel this way. And one thing that tells me a lot about you is that you ask that the dog that was aggressive towards you, and that you ask them not to put him down. That is so heroic on another level, And even more heroic is that you are so brave. You probably don't even understand how brave you are. You get to get the idea when you have your own children, you're grown, that you are not afraid of dogs. That is amazing on another level. It's like you go from this level to the next level to the next level. There's these other magnifiers that make your courage and your good character as a human, as a person. And then on top of that, you got Cyborg. It's so ironic that the dogs that they call pit bulls, some of them are truly aggressive towards people. They're not real pit bulls, of course, but the name has been passed around. But you are brave enough to own a real American Pit Bull Terrier. Is also so amazing that God put us together into each other's path, that I do have a real highest quality American Pit Bull Terrier, and that you are the recipient, the owner of not perhaps, I'm sure, the best dog in entire Cheyenne. So you got this super dog, from a superhero, you're a superhero. It's amazing. They should be like a cartoon about you and Athos and Cyborg, the adventures of Bridger Walker and his life with dogs. I think you'll be very symbolic man when you grow up in terms of stories you can tell around dogs. That you're unbreakable, number one. That somehow God have put amazing parents around you. That Mauricio Suleiman is such a great person that's able to recognize and admire your heroism and the way you are. Same man Mauricio Suleiman admires Athos. You end up having a dog you call Cyborg over Chris Cyborg, which herself is a super story of a real great person that loves animals in general. And your life is in a real positive way, kind of a Forrest Gump type of story, Everything is nice. Everything that's supposed to happen to the hero happens to the hero. So you're an inspiration for other children and for men in general, for leaders around the world. I think you are an inspiration to them. And I hope that this story from you, it helps to inspire other children. And I hope that the story of puppy Cyborg, she's now 2 years old, right? She crashed against a car, chasing after a cat that was in the house or in your land. And her story can inspire other people to know that not all dogs are bad. There are some good dogs. So you define a lot of great stories for dog people. There are bad dogs like the one that attacked you, but there are great dogs like the one you chosen. And it was your choice. Remember that. It was your super clever, super smart choice. So in behalf of Thais Lopez, my wife, and all the people that own the dogs from real American Pit Bull Terriers back from the beginnings, from John L. Sullivan Terrence Crawford, Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez, all these great boxers. And you, I would like to tell you thank you. I mean it. I don't want to cry saying this video because for me it's very personal. You have a message you want to say?
I think the easiest message is to thank you for letting us have a puppy, letting us develop her, and trusting her to us.
Yeah.
And she's been a great tool for the mental and emotional healing that needed
Really?
to take place in our family. Watching Bridger work with her as a puppy, develop that relationship with this puppy, to where now she sleeps on his bed with her head facing the door, protecting him, turning what was really bad into a positive in his life.
Super
Taking
story.
that weakness and making it a strength in him, that relationship with animals. Whereas it could have been very much the other way, where he had an ingrained fear where he could never be around animals again.
That's
So
why
it was a very, very healthy tool. When he's feeling sick, the other day, she came up to her and started nudging him, and he couldn't figure out what was going on, and then she starts aggressively nudging him, trying to get him off the couch. About 30 seconds later, he threw up.
Really?
So she knew something wasn't right.
That's his service dog.
And she was saying, hey, I can sense something's going on. And then just anytime he's feeling sad, she's right there. She can sense if he's sick, if he's sad. And one of the biggest tools for somebody with a lot of anxiety, people buy heavy weighted blankets to apply just a calm, steady pressure. And that's exactly what she does, is she'll just hop up on his lap and just apply that steady, calm pressure. And it just lets people with anxious moments know that everything's going to be okay. Just there's this calm presence weighing on them. And it helps pull people out of panic attacks. And you know, I'm no psychologist or expert, but I've seen how just having her hop up on his lap and cuddle him helps.
It looks like they're very, very connected. There's a strong connection between all of you, including your mom and Cyborg. I mean, I saw some pictures and she sent me a lot of messages that I read them and like, ooh, I want people to know this. But finally, we got to see you guys in person. I think there's so much feeling coming out of the conversation.
And even for me, I'll come home from work after a long day. I'm a trial attorney, fighting with people in the courtroom, arguing with judges, and I'll sit down on the couch and I'll be stressed and really high strung.
Yeah.
And she'll just jump up and just sit and just rest. And it makes a big difference. It's
Do you notice
a
this
tool
is
for calming.
you notice this on her more like on other dogs?
The other dogs, I don't think they're as aware or alert to feelings.
They be very sensitive towards you. So it's a stronger connection, I guess.
I have a stronger connection.
You do have
with
a stronger
Cyborg.
connection with Cyborg. I mean, it looks like he does have a stronger connection. You too. How is she with your daughter? I mean, Cyborg and your daughter.
She's good.
She's good?
The younger kids, she'll put up with all the kid craziness in
So
the
she
house.
know how to adjust herself. That's something that I really like, adjusting from different scenarios, walking into a room, children playing and horse playing and stuff, and being there, and then going with him to the bed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it's cool.
Yeah, we've trained our kids. You just aren't wild around.
Yeah.
I mean, from Bridger's experience, we've learned a lot, and
Oh,
we've
yeah,
read
I'm
all the
pretty sure.
studies, and we've just like we developed the dog, we'll develop our kids to understand there's proper
Absolutely.
behaviors around
No,
dogs.
you guys are like, your story and experience. I mean, that was a rescue dog that created that problem, and a lot of the shelters is beyond them. They want to really save something that might not be developed properly, might not have the proper genetics, and so having a dog that's so refined and accurately, I mean, myself, I cannot make a better dog than the one from Athos. I just gotta be very honest with you. How can I get a dog like that face all the things he faced in Bucha, Ukraine, be a hero himself, and his puppies? I'll be honest with you, I have great dogs for 34, 35 years now, and the owners, the people. I have a gentleman, I tell you, in Houston, Texas. He's not training, by the way, himself. He worked with the district attorney, and he has 4 dogs that he bought from me before that were from great dogs, from Backman, from all these dogs. But he swears over the 2 dogs he got from Athos. He said, Chico, you really somehow took it to another notch that I didn't think was possible. These 2 puppies from Athos are extra smart, extra connected. And I think that the story that you just mentioned and the experiences that you have are saying the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
She's been a great dog.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bridger and Robert, and you as well, Mom. I really thank you for your time and having this story here, and I hope a lot of people leave their comments and love for Bridger and the Walker family. Where can they follow you, the guys watching this?
Robert Walker 307.
That's the best way,
And
right?
then Tila Walker, Teila, Tila
Okay.
Walker.
Perfect. So they can find you and give you your prompts and love. Thank you so much.
And we did our research too. I mean, with all the negativity that pit bulls get in the media, we get asked all the time, why would you get a child who's been harmed by a dog, a pit bull?
Yeah.
And we've done our research, and there's factors that you take into consideration, risk factors. One of the risk factors is unneutered dogs, male dogs, predominantly are doing the attacking. Normally it's dogs that haven't been developed in any way.
Yeah.
And almost always it's dogs with, as you mentioned, bad genetics or unknown genetics.
Oh, no genetics, you don't know where that came from.
You don't know where the dog came from.
No control, no quality control.
And it's situational. A lot of times it's situations where the dog had never been developed to be around children. Children are introduced without any adults around. There's a lot of situations, but I think if you take into consideration all the factors and you minimize those, I don't think we could have made a better decision for Bridger in his recovery than
Yeah, emotional support dog. There are many dogs that can do a job, but I don't think anybody would be able to do a job better than a really high quality American Pit Bull Terrier. Definitely. Like I told in the little story before, courage, it was what they were looking for, but loyalty came with it in the package. So you get a dog that is made out of velvet and steel. And if you get it perfect, you got a great grandparents, super great grandparents, come from a good source that, he has the best quality dogs. The American Pit Bull Terrier is iconic, really. And the name, they have mixed those dogs with everything else. They still call them pit bulls, and they're not real pit bulls. And that is really the problem, the overbreeding. So hopefully people can learn from Bridger Walker and his father, Robert, about having the proper dog and being great owners. I mean, you love your dog. That's eventually, that's really big part of it. You never abuse your dog. You always care of your dog. And she respect you, That you told me you were teaching her new tricks, right? What was the latest trick you taught her?
I taught her how to stomp.
Yeah? How she does it?
So, I would put treats in my hand, and then I would go Cyborg stomp, and then I would wait until she stomps because she's so mad that I'm not giving her the treats yet. Until she picks up her foot and slams it on the ground, and then I'll give her the treats so she learns if she does that, she gets treats.
Perfect. You're going to be a dog trainer, Hey, my man, thank you so much. It's an honor, really, to be around you guys here at the 62nd WBC convention in Germany. And I'm pretty sure I will be seeing you through the years. And then I will see you doing some public speaking and teaching people about how to be brave and how never give up. And I'm pretty sure you probably at the time will take maybe Cyborg older dog. And if not, I got you. I give you another dog. How's that? Huh? I got you covered, you know that. Much love, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Robert. You're a great role model for other people also as a father. You got a great father. You got to be like him.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Thank you.